and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about Twice's Doughnut, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of the lyrics and the music video to see what they can tell us about the concept and the storyline. Doughnut is a song that talks about the conflicting emotions of a person who cannot forget a loved one despite this person broke their heart. As the title itself foreshadows, this is a ballad that compares love to a donut, but as sweet as this comparison might seem, this metaphor is also used to express the pain that they feel after the sudden ending of their relationship. You see, the love that Twice are singing about is like a donut in two senses of the term. If on one hand it's like a donut because it's sweet and fluffy like a pastry, on the other it's like a donut because it left a gaping hole inside of their heart. They know that this love is bad for them, but at the same time they're drawn by its sweetness, so much like the lyrics tell us, the girls are stuck in a love loop that they seem unable to escape. Much like the shape of a donut, this love is infinite. Since it's a loop, this feeling has no beginning and no ending, but this emotion is also something that traps them because as sweet as it is, this love is both a source of happiness and despair. Now if we take a look at the lyrics and the music video, this concept is portrayed with a story about love and loss. As we see at the very beginning, for instance, the video opens with Mina approaching a crime scene, and the victim of this tragedy is none other than the donut itself, which represents the love that they lost as well as the pain that they feel after the breakup. You see, in this context, Twice play the role of a woman who has been left by the man that they loved, so in the song they are conflicted between the happiness of the past and the sadness of the present. Much like what we see in Nayeon's scene, for instance, the story begins with them meeting their loved one again. Nayeon is in a cafe choosing which donut she wants, when all of a sudden she realizes that the person behind the counter is none other than the man that she used to love. This encounter makes them sad because, as Sana shows us, when they were together, this relationship was actually a source of joy. Even if it wasn't all perfect, the girls still miss this love, and this longing is what keeps them from letting go. As we see in the fantasy, for instance, the girls are still in love with this person. They imagine to be with them, and they cannot let go of the sweet memory of the past. As the lyrics tell us, the absence of this person left a man-sized hole in their heart, so without even realizing it, they wander into a love loop that traps them. Now, this idea is also explored in the second verse, because at this point, Junghyun tells us that ever since they met again, they think about this man every single day. Even if they have no intention of going back, the sweet memory of the past is starting to creep in once again, so without them even realizing it, they fall back in love with the very person that broke their heart. As we see in the video, after their first encounter, Chewie reaches out to their loved one, and even if at first this seems like a good idea, Chaeyoung's scene actually foreshadows otherwise. In the oven, for instance, we see that this love already burned them many times. Even if now their last attempt seems inviting, chances are that this time around their loved one will hurt them once again, but this danger is not enough for them to resist. They love them, they need them, and they feel empty without this love, so by the end they take a bite and fall back into this love loop. As we see in Jio's scene, however, the sweetness of this fantasy is only an illusion because the man that they love is bound to hurt them yet again. If you look closely, even if Daeyeon chooses a chocolate donut, when she bites it, the donut turns white and filled with red jelly. This is the same pastry that we saw at the crime scene, so these visuals here imply that even if the girls chose to love again, this love turned out to be something different than they expected. The wound that their lover was supposed to heal is now open once again, and to an extent they are the ones who allowed this to happen because they fell in love with an illusion. As we see in the cafe, for instance, Asana is talking to herself, and this can mean that the girls are so lost in the fantasy of love that they cannot see how lonely this love actually makes them feel. Even if they want this man to heal the hole in their heart, this man is the very reason why this wound exists in the first place, and sure enough, his true colors are shown yet again. When the camera pans to Momo, for instance, we see that the man eventually lives like he left in the past, so by the end the video circles back at the beginning. Despite the girls gave this donut another try, the sweetness is lost once again, and the girls are left broken-hearted, so the song offers no resolution to this problem because this is a love loop that they can never escape. So that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.